This, my friends, is the Swish Edition. From their secret underground studio, this is the Swish Edition.
I got a mouthful for you guys.
Dale and Scott are in the studio on the mics, and they fired up the antenna.
It has to come whether you like it or not.
And if you're willing to show it, they'll take a picture of it.
I actually think I might throw.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, here are your new best friends. They're your
It's
hosts,
very exciting for me because this is the best show ever made.
Dale and Scott.
Best show ever made.
There are no comments for that.
What are you going to do? Welcome to another edition of the Swish Edition.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry. We're sorry that you have to sit through another edition of the Swish Edition. It's
Thank you. You don't
episode
know how much it hurts to do this show.
episode 327. We're calling this Wake Up with Swish. Maybe you guys are listening to this with your coffee.
Oh, why can't... Oh, that just reminds me. Why can't we do a Good Morning Vietnam?
Because we actually...
Because we're not in Vietnam.
We're not in Vietnam, but
I was like,
there may be people listening to us in Vietnam. We are listened to all over the world, which is very exciting. It's July 27th, and we're here back in the studio after missing last week. Excited to be back with you all. And we've gone a third person in the studio with us this week.
whoop, whoop.
Jacqueline's here.
Jacqueline.
Hello, everybody.
How are
Jacqueline,
you?
y'all.
I'm good.
Good. Well,
We actually went to the liquor store earlier today and we found was it a bourbon? A whiskey?
Whistle pig? Yep.
whistle pig?
No, the Jacqueline.
Was
it a
was like,
bourbon?
I actually don't know what it was.
It was missing the C.
It was missing a lot of letters, but it's okay.
Jacqueline.
It was not. Yeah. Okay.
Jacqueline.
Whatever that thing was.
Hey, if I were you, I would have bought it because it had basically my name on it.
They have so many things at the liquor store that I want to buy. Did you bought the whistle pig bourbon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, fun. Like that. We've been slowly adding to our whiskey collection here in the Pine Bark Arcade and Bar. So excited about that. If you guys want to come over for a whiskey tasting,
Please don't. It's $100.
It's a
$100.
$100
for an evening.
$100 whiskey tasting fee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got like 15 bourbons on the table.
it's true. It is exciting.
The last one I bought was $80. Why wouldn't it be $100?
It's a good one.
So while
And there's free chips
we do
and
have
unlimited skee ball.
unlimited skee ball.
I mean,
Pinball.
and unlimited
popcorn.
pee ball.
and you get to pet the dogs
Sounds like a deal to me for $100.
for $100.
Actually, shouldn't we make it $99.99? Yeah, that's a more attractive number.
I guess.
$5?
Yeah.
No.
Jacqueline was here. Jacqueline was good enough to stay here at the Pine Bark Lounge and Bar and Arcade while we went on a trip to New York City and Las Vegas. Thank you, Jacqueline.
You're quite welcome. You know, it's kind of hard work just being here surrounded by all this stuff.
Yeah.
Just don't know how I make it.
I actually think we want to know. Do you when we go on these trips, you actually enjoy staying here?
I don't know if you want the answer to that.
I'm in DC where I'm always busy.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's good to just kind of relax.
Okay.
And this trip is mainly not for me, but my furry baby.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
So
right.
She has more fun than I do.
Right.
It's true. We had three dogs in the house today.
Right.
Anyway, I want to tell you a little bit about our trip because I think it was there were some things that happened that were kind of exciting. First of all, we told you guys about this before we went on the trip that we were going up to the TWA Hotel at JFK Airport. So cool. You know, I'd been looking forward to this since they opened.
Right.
And I was really, really excited about going. This is the original TWA concourse at JFK that opened in 1962. Mm-hmm. It has been kept in pristine condition since then, including, as we found out while we were there, the red carpet, which is back from 1962. And they actually have a sign that says, sorry that it looks so ugly and faded and
We'll
dirty.
go back because on our way to the elevators to our hotel, we were looking at the carpet. It was like, you spent all this money to bring this hotel back to life. Why didn't they replace the damn carpet?
Right.
but then we found a sign. Go ahead.
The sign that says that this is the original carpet from 1962.
Now that makes it cooler.
Yeah.
That makes it cool.
That's why it's stained.
Now it's cool to look dirty.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
Sometimes it is cool to be dirty.
It's a pretty amazing hotel. I mean, you feel like, I mean, I wasn't brought up in that era, but
you feel like you've gone back in time.
it's just weird. The architecture of that building is super cool.
And all the bartenders and waiters look like flight attendants. And we went to the bar and we had our Jack and Tab, which is their big thing right now.
Which was not that great.
It's not that great, but I mean, it's just like Jack and Coke, but a little tab-ish.
Right.
But Tab isn't supposed to be sweeter than the Coke.
It's fake sweet because it's
Right.
It's saccharin.
But I also found, and maybe it was the can, and I've had Tab before, but it's been a very long time. But I found it to be flat.
It wasn't as fizzy as Coke.
Right. And so maybe that was a disappointing part of it. But it's one of those things where they've actually paid really good money to get Tab at this hotel, so you kind of like, you got to get it, right?
Yeah.
And you try to appreciate it as much as you can. I had one. I won't get another one.
So we told the people last week or 2 weeks ago that Tab has been discontinued. They stopped making it in December of last year. So the hotel bought as many cases as they possibly could. So this is their Jack and Tab promotion is only as good as until they run out of Tab.
Wait, and it was $15.
$15 for a Jack and Tab.
And it was $10
if you
wanted the
Tab,
can.
right?
If you just wanted the can of Tab, it was $10.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they got to get more people out, so hopefully they bring Tab back into the popularity.
Right, and my thing is that the people who make Tab, who's like, we no longer continue to make it.
Yeah.
They can make that fucking soda.
Of course they would. It's the Coca-Cola company.
And it doesn't cost $10 a can.
No,
of course not. But you have to have some reason of why you're making it.
You gotta have a reason to make. You gotta have a reason to make it. Maybe to take off, because I actually think it's cool. I don't like it, but I think it's cool that they have it.
There are a lot of things, a lot of drinks that are like not good, but just because let's just try it because it's nostalgia of going somewhere. That's
for
why.
sure.
That's the thing. And here's the thing. And maybe while you're here, I don't know exactly when you're leaving, but while you're still here, so the thing here on the Eastern Shore is an Orange Crush.
They're so good.
They are good. They're
so good.
They're amazing, right?
Yes.
And I feel like that, what I want to do down here in this bar for when friends and family come over, I want to kind of create this menu. And I feel like I can't be on the Eastern Shore and not have an Orange Crush on my menu.
Yep.
So we gotta figure out how to make it. We gotta get the ingredients, but it's gotta be easy because I'm not gonna remember 5 ingredients.
Didn't JR's used to have those?
I don't know.
In DC?
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe
But it's
so.
the Eastern Shore thing, so it's more important now.
Got it.
So we gotta figure it out.
Very cool.
And by the way, on the same note, we're never going back to JFK.
All right, so I'll just say that there was some cool stuff there. The Constellation airplane that was on the tarmac that has now been turned into a bar.
That was cool.
We also went to the Paris Cafe, which is run by Jean-Georges, the great chef that we love, and our dinner was amazing.
Oh man, I wish I remembered her name because she was actually really good. Our
Great waitress.
She was so great.
So we had a good time there. However, getting to JFK is not fun, especially on the weekend, because we drove there on a Saturday.
Right.
And it took us probably an hour and a half longer than it should have because of just standstill traffic.
Right. And there's no reason to go there. Like we did this and we did your thing.
Yes, thank you.
And there is no reason to go there unless you're going to the Bronx, Queens, or you're continuing your trip east.
Got it. All right. So lesson
No
learned.
more.
Lesson learned. We did it.
That was my 3rd time there, and it's the same every time I go.
Got it, Dale. We don't ever need to do it again. I just really wanted to go to this hotel. I'm glad we did it. We never have to go to JFK ever
Bada
again.
boom, bada bang.
I am all for Newark. Let's go, baby.
All right, so the reason we went to JFK is we got on an airplane and we flew to Las Vegas, back to our hometown
Right?
for a while. Yeah. I got to do this rant, and you guys have heard this rant many times from me on this show about kids in Vegas. Oh, my God. If you go to Vegas in July, man, is that city full of kids. And I just don't understand why families bring their fucking kids to Vegas.
I don't either, but
You actually policed a couple.
I did.
Tell the story.
And the story was as we were sitting in what was formerly the high limit room,
Yes.
which was formerly the slot tournament room,
Yes.
which is actually now a much better room. It's cool.
They've turned it into kind of an E.
They've turned it into, so it's called the Big Six. And so you sit, it's all electronic. All the games are in front of you. And then you sit in these little
cubicles or whatever.
chair, with this big screen. And you can play all 6 games at once. And it's blackjack, roulette, the big wheel, the spinning wheel, and 3 others.
Yeah.
And you can actually load your screen with these videos and make bets on all 6 games. It's a lot of fun. It's really
fun.
cool.
Super cool.
But what irritated me, and maybe it was because what made me more irritated is because we were on a losing streak.
Yes.
And at that point, I hated I just hated everything.
Right. Sorry.
But then there were like 1 7 and 1 5-year-old who sat down at one of these chairs and their parents put in money and the kids were making bets. I was like, no.
They let their kids play.
Because if the fucking kid wins and I'm not
Is that
winning, then I'm
actually
going to have a
legal?
No.
That's a huge
Huge
thing that the gaming commission come in and say, you're done for the night.
Yeah, so Dale went and tattled on him.
So I went and told.
Yeah.
He came and got him.
He found a pit boss.
It just gets stitches.
Right, and that's what I was thinking. And I actually went up to him because the pit boss was the only person I could find because it was in the middle of the day and the crew's kind of light. And I was like, look, I don't want to get anyone in trouble. And I really did. But I wanted to be nice. I was like, you got 2 kids under 10 playing
Were you
fucking
mad
games
because
in
you were
here.
losing or mad because you were losing to kids?
That's funny.
Both. And I did not. What the last thing I wanted was one of those kids to start cheering because they won 10 grand.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm done. I'm done.
All right, but Dale did do. All right, besides the kids.
But also, I wanted to protect the place that I like most, and we were at Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, you don't want
and
them-
Protect your ego.
Yeah, you don't want them to get into trouble.
People fucking know better,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they're giving too much leeway.
Tell them what you did at Mandalay Bay that will forever be with you.
What did I do?
Dale got a tattoo.
Oh, Dale got a tattoo. That's right.
He got a tattoo on his arm of the constellation.
I am in the
All the-
extremely itchy stage right now.
Yeah. You got it on Wednesday last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's now all
And it
kind of
pretty-
scabbed over.
And it really wasn't spur of the moment. This is one of those things because we had
You've been
started.
talking about forever.
I had this picture saved in my phone for a couple of years now. I don't even think you know that. And I
Well, it didn't.
and I have
I
another
didn't.
and I have another tattoo that's been on my phone for longer.
We'll get that
But
next
that's a
time.
lot more work, and that's going to be next time. But the thing is that we were on such this losing streak. It was like I'm just not excited about gambling anymore. I was like, let's spend money, let's get something. It was like fucking tattoo. And the only reason because we were turned on to a machine from the slot attendant. It's like, you should play this.
And we're sitting right in front of Starlight Tattoo.
Starlight Tattoo, which is one of the premier. They're in Las Vegas, LA, New York.
Miami. Yeah,
They're
everywhere.
They're big, but they're expensive because they do great work.
Okay.
It's really good. Like for something that's going to be in your body and something that you need to be health conscious about, you should pay a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right? That's how I feel about it. But anyway,
There
I got
is.
it.
Yeah.
I freaking got it.
We'll put a picture up
Looks
on.
good.
We'll put a picture up on our
But do you
Instagram
really
and
like it?
Facebook. Yeah.
I actually do like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good. All the planets.
It's kind of timeless. Like it's not
I told you I like when you move your arm.
See, that's
how
the-
it
yeah, that's the-
twists.
yeah,
and
that's-
just I like it.
right because your arm. So I got this on my forearm, and so when you're resting your hand, you can see some of it. But the way I got it was straight up.
Yeah, it's on his.
But I freaking love it. The only thing that I was most concerned about was Saturn. Oh, so I have the
Planets in order.
solar system in order, and my biggest concern was you got to get Saturn right.
I thought
And
you
he
were going to
did.
say Pluto because you know it's a planet one day, not a planet the next day.
All right,
so
there's
I
a
was
big-
going
so
back and
so
forth.
there's two
There's a big
things.
controversy about
Right.
this.
So the one thing is I didn't want it too big, but I wanted it small, but big enough to where you can see the rings the ring for Saturn. And the last thing, I even told you about this. Do I or do I not get Pluto? I'm a Pluto fan. I'm a kid from the 80s and the 90s.
I grew up with Pluto.
I grew up with Pluto.
Yep.
And I said, you got to add Pluto. So I got it.
So Pluto's on there.
Yes.
I like it. And it's funny because after he got the tattoo, we were showing off all our friends at Mandalay Bay, and he was asking people if they knew the names of all the planets in order. And I was actually surprised at how many people actually got it right.
Because you can't.
No, I have no fucking idea. I mean, I know Saturn.
The person who put this on me had no idea
Had
what the
no
fuck I was
idea
talking
either.
about. I was
That's
like,
right.
what planet are you on? Oh,
His name was Dodge.
okay.
How cool
Let
is
me tell you
that
about
name?
Dodge. Dodge is a great name. I think it's great
Dodge.
for a tattoo artist.
In Vegas.
He fit the bill to a T.
Yeah.
He was hot. He had this blonde hair that was flipped back, and he kind of had this like this tight body with a big chest, but he had all these tattoos. Like he had one in his ear. Like he fit the bill.
Did you take a picture?
And his name was Dodge. No, I should have.
No, I have some pictures. Yeah,
I should have.
I have some pictures.
But at the end of it, what I should have done is I should have stood next to him with my arm out.
Yeah, that would have been
with
good.
this. That's
Why
what we
didn't
should have
do
done,
that?
and we didn't do it.
We're so stupid. Anyway, yeah, and then the next day I saw him with his wife and 2 kids, and I was like, oh,
And guess
You
what?
ruined the image.
And guess what we learned?
yeah.
His wife was from Delaware, 20 minutes from here.
It's a small world after all.
And while we were there, he was just here 2 weeks visiting.
Yeah, it was
Her
just
parents.
It was just here.
But wait, can we take a minute? Can we put Jacqueline on the test? Can you name her?
No, don't put me on the test. I've been drinking and everything else. Don't do that.
All right.
You should know her planets. Well, we had a good time in Vegas. Besides losing money, dodging kids, and getting tattoos, we ate at some of our favorite restaurants. Jean Georges, of course. And we went to 2 new ones that we'd never been to. Strip Steak at Mandalay Bay, which was phenomenal. We went there with our friends Lindsay and Farron and their boyfriends.
Is it better than the other steak place?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was good.
This trip,
It was really, really good.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we went to Jean Georges with our next door neighbor Cheryl and Kelsey, her daughter. That was super fun. It wasn't as good as other times we've been there, but
Yeah.
it's still pretty amazing. That's
Oh,
at
yeah, no,
Aria.
I wasn't completely disappointed, but Strip Steak won
Yeah.
that.
And what was nice about the Jean Georges meal at Aria is that I just won $3,000 like 5 minutes before we went to dinner.
Well, that's always
Right.
good.
So I was feeling really good about
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So that was good. And then Dale and I went to Joe's Stone Crab at Caesar's Palace. Holy crap. One of the best restaurants
amazing.
I've ever been to.
And that- what
I've had
I-
a lot of seafood, and that was spot
Yeah.
on seafood.
And you know what I like about that is I feel like that restaurant is on par with the Strip Steak and the Jean Georges, but it was casual.
Yeah.
But they can deliver an awesome fucking meal, an awesome meal.
Wasn't the other seafood place at Aria as well?
Yeah,
we went to the
Catch.
That was
octopus
at
that we
Aria.
went to?
Yeah,
This was at
so
Caesar's.
good.
So this was at
Caesar's.
Caesar's.
Got
good.
it.
And the thing,
Paying attention.
right? And the
Yes.
thing that we can talk about that we've had with you is the grilled octopus,
Yeah, the calamari. Oh, so good.
not calamari.
No, you're right. It wasn't cut as calamari. It was big pieces, and
Well,
it was
octopus
grilled.
and squid are two.
Are they totally different
Totally
things?
different.
Yeah.
Really?
Totally
I thought they were the
different.
same family.
Same family, but they're not the same thing.
All right.
Yeah. So amazing. And I think what made this one better is it was charred on like an open flame grill and like the pieces that were burnt. And I think that gives a little bit of flavor
So
on
good.
the crispy pieces. Yeah.
So good, y'all.
So good.
So we're putting that on our list to go again. And the reason we went over to Caesar's, because we're not Caesar's people, we went over there to go to Psycho Bunny, one of our favorite clothing stores, and we bought like a fuckload of clothes there.
Yeah.
Dale's actually wearing one of, well, he was earlier
was,
today.
not now.
one
I
of
was
the-
like,
I took
Yeah.
it off.
one of the t-shirts.
Because I
that
knew
we
it
got
wasn't
there.
going anywhere. I was like, I want to save this for another day.
Yeah, I got some.
When people see me.
I got the sneakers that I wanted to get last time. I got them this time because they had my size, so I was excited about that. And then, so this was our anniversary trip. You know this, Jacqueline. It was our 3rd wedding anniversary. Dale and I got married. I don't know if we've ever said that on the show before, but Dale and I got married in Vegas 3 years ago on July 19th. And this was our anniversary trip. And we got 3 fucking cakes on this trip. It was so
way too much.
bizarre. So cake number 1 was from the hotel, from Mandalay Bay, MGM. It was fine. We
Yes.
enjoyed it.
It was great.
We ate it all over our suite. And then the second one, this is what's really cool.
No, this is the best.
So there's this show on Fox, the Fox network, the Fox TV network, called Crime Scene Kitchen. It's a baking competition show.
I've seen it.
You've seen it. Well, the winner of this season, she was just crowned along with her partner, Louis Flores. Natalie Collins Fish, she won the $100,000 grand prize this last Wednesday. She made our second cake. So she is best friends with our friend Farron. And Farron brought us this cake made by the winner of Crime Scene Kitchen. We had it in our suite. It was most gorgeous. I put pictures of it on my personal Instagram. I'll put it up on Facebook so you guys can see it. It had gold leaf on it.
It looked
Yeah.
nice.
Pretty amazing.
really
It had
cool.
strawberries on top. It was amazing. So that was cake number 2. And then cake number 3, we go to my sister's house in Maplewood, New Jersey on our way home. She made us another cake. She made us a cake that tastes like a ding dong.
The ding dong cake.
Or like a ring ding. If you're a Drake person, you're ring ding. If
And not
you're
only did it taste like it, it had the texture, because you know how ding dong had the chocolate and it's hard,
a little
when you
hard
put
on the
wrapper.
outside
It was identical
with the
The
soft,
same-
creamy center.
The same texture of that hard, thick chocolate with that cream.
But it was a full
perfect.
size cake. I
Yeah.
mean, she's
Perfect.
amazing. And then she wrote my name on the top, his name on the bottom, and then the little swirl.
Squiggle. Yeah, the little swirl in the
But
middle.
she made them threes
Threes.
for our third.
Ooh, that's cute.
She's so
Yeah.
she's so
She's so
creative.
creative. She's
Yeah.
so great.
Well, she's been working for Martha Stewart for 20 years.
You say that every time we have a show.
Christ. All right.
I've done nothing, but look at my sister.
Wow. Did he just say that?
He did.
I've done all kinds of things. I used to work for Dan Quayle, God damn it.
Yeah, but you never say it. But Laura comes up every other show.
He's proud of his sister.
I'm proud of my
Because
sister.
Stewart's proud to work for Dan Quayle. He couldn't spell banana.
Clearly, people can't.
It was potato.
Potato. Whatever.
Stupid fuck.
Same thing. Same thing.
We got some other Vegas news. If you guys are going to Vegas, which let me tell you, let me back up for a second and say, please don't go to Vegas in July. What a horrible time to go.
And don't go for 6 nights.
Yeah.
It's too long.
We went for too many nights and we went in the wrong month.
Yeah.
Don't go in the fucking summer. That's when all the families are there. Go in the fall. Go in the winter. Don't go in the summer. Anyway.
Actually, you know what the best ones
Yeah.
would be? Thanksgiving week and Christmas week.
Because no one's there.
No one's there.
But
Only
some people.
only the cool people.
only the cool
Who leave their fucking families like, I can't deal with this year. I'm going to Vegas.
Going to Vegas.
We've had the best time. Well, you remember?
Yeah.
We were
Thanksgiving Day.
Thanksgiving Day. We were
Yeah.
at the Luxor
There's
gambling.
nobody there.
I started winning. Scott says, "Well, I gotta go home. I gotta make dinner." But it's just the two of us. It don't matter. It's Thanksgiving. I gotta make it. Well, fucking go. And I stayed. I stayed for like 8 hours, and I won all this money. It was the greatest time I've ever had in my whole life.
He literally
Luxor.
he literally played on one slot machine for 8
8
hours
hours.
straight.
Thanksgiving Day.
And he had to get the waitress to come over and relieve to
Yes.
stand there while
I
he went
had-
to the bathroom.
I had
So
to
nobody
pay-
could get him.
I had to pay to go to the bathroom. I had a tip of $2. Like, you got to stay here.
Can't.
And if you guys are planning to go to Vegas between November 11th and December 23rd, you can go to a Very Backstreet Christmas party.
Ooh.
The Backstreet Boys are launching a new show at the Zappos Theater at Planet Hollywood, where they previously had a residency, and it's going to be an all Christmasized Backstreet Hits show.
I bet that'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's
I bet
going to
that'd
be
be
very
great.
Christmassy. Backstreet's back tonight with Santa Claus.
I mean,
don't
Christmas
know.
is getting kind of overrated, and you don't need to spend it with your family. Just get the fuck out.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather spend it with
Fuck out.
Wouldn't you rather spend it with the Backstreet Boys than your than your parents? I would.
Here's my presents. Here's my cards. Peace out.
I don't know. My parents, they like to party, so
Yeah.
you know.
Nice. Well,
Not
then
with the Backstreet Boys.
you should take them to the Backstreet's Christmas party. The Rolling Stones are also stopping in Vegas on their brand new No Filter tour. I can't believe these people are still alive. They're kicking off this tour in St. Louis September 26th. They're going to be stopping at the Allegiant Stadium November 6th, and they're going to be in 12 different cities. So if you
Can I
guys
just-
want to see if they're coming anywhere
Yeah.
near you, you can go to rollingstones.com to see the whole thing. And the tickets are on sale
It's
now.
fun. I think we should go to St. Louis and go see him.
St. Louis, because that's
St. Louis.
he's making fun of me because on the script it says St. Louis. Where is St. Louis? Do you know?
I have no idea what the fuck St. Louis is.
But you know
St.
that-
Louis is in Missouri.
Yeah.
But it was on Sex in the City. Remember her assistant when she had the movie
Yeah.
was from St. Louis.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
What?
No,
I don't know. It seems like a place in Minnesota.
Oh my God.
no, it's in
It wasn't Missouri.
St. Louis, Missouri.
This is St. Louis we're talking about here.
Oh, where's
Oh my God. Wherever the girl was from, which was St. Louis,
yeah.
she said St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Do you not remember when she broke up with?
No, because Sex and the City is a horrible show.
Oh my God.
You're talking about the first movie. And Jennifer Garner. Jennifer
No,
Aniston. Jennifer.
I'm gonna let you think about this for a while. One of those Jennifers.
It's a Jennifer.
Yes, it was a Jennifer.
Hudson. Played her assistant.
Don't let them stew because you're starting to smell it.
And she was from St. Louis.
Okay.
After towering over the strip for more than a decade, the unfinished former Fontainebleau has finally penciled a date to open, which is good. This is right across the street from the brand new Resorts World, which Dale and I did not go to while we were there, because screw that. We like old school. Marriott is going to be the branding casino for hotel for this new casino on the Las Vegas Strip, and finally, after they broke ground in 2007, that's how long.
It's been sitting as a steel frame even when we lived there. It's just steel frame, just sitting there.
So it's going to have JW Marriott inside plus an addition, which is kind of like their W.
Right. Wasn't this when this was starting to build right in the boom of like 2007?
And then they just
and then 2008 came
halt.
and everyone went bankrupt.
Yeah.
They didn't finish it.
And just been sitting there on just like an empty shell.
Yeah.
Like a 62-story empty shell for all these years. It's finally going to open in October of 2023, supposedly, with 3,700 rooms. And who cares? Nobody cares. In other news, when we were in Vegas, we watched Jeff Bezos go into space. Did you watch that?
I did watch it.
His penis rocket ship?
Yeah, it definitely looks like that.
It definitely looks like a penis rocket ship. It's completely different a delivery device than what Richard Branson did the week before. So this one was more of a rocket with a big head on it. And I do like a big head, so you know. And that head pops off. And then the rest of it comes back and lands
on the launch pad.
It's absolutely. We wanted to go out, but I wanted to watch it, so we stayed in the hotel room and watched it, and it's fucking amazing how that thing comes all the way back and lands itself on the pad.
Yep, so they can reuse it.
Right.
And then the pod that they were in, they went into space for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, came down, and the big parachutes come out and they land on the ground. It's just fucking amazing.
That was the one thing that was weird to me because we've seen those capsules from NASA who land. They've always landed in the water. This was the first one that I know of that's landed on land.
First time I've ever seen anything like that.
And it was a soft landing. It was one of those
very soft.
Yeah. Well, I think there's like airbags or what's similar to that come out the bottom like right at the last minute to kind of
cushion their fall.
Yeah.
But this is how disillusioned I am with our fellow Americans. Is that when this happened and I wrote on Facebook how friggin' amazing this is and another wonderful step for humanity, blah, 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 blah. And all these friggin' libtards, and I'm sorry if you are one, but they were all like, how dare billionaires take a joyride into space while there's so many problems on Earth? And I'm like, are you serious? Can we not deal with both things at the same time? Right. And that's exactly what Bezos said. He said, we can do good work on Earth and also at the same time do good work in space because space is the final frontier and NASA is not doing dick right now except going to Mars.
And what he should have said is part B, it's not my fucking problem.
Right.
To solve on my own.
It's not Bezos's problem. It's not Branson's problem.
It's our government.
It's not Elon Musk's problem to solve every fucking problem on the Earth. Right.
When did individuals become responsible for problems?
That's what I say.
But it should be individuals as a whole because a lot of people should have asked her, what do you do?
Right.
Well, the bottom line is, and when I see all these comments from people, is that Richard Branson and Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk are doing amazing stuff here on Earth. Mm-hmm. They're giving amazing amounts of money to charity. They're doing amazing work to try to help a lot of humanity's problems. But they're also doing space exploration, which is the final frontier, which is our future. Bezos was saying, he is dreaming of all carbon-producing industry moving to space by 2060, which sounds crazy. But if we could actually produce all of our energy outside of the Earth's atmosphere, then we would have no worries about global warming because it would all be outside, and then we'd bring down the... I mean, it's possible. It sounds scientific.
They're very smart guys, and these are the people that you want on our side.
These are the innovators that we want working on this stuff.
And the fact that you shit on them...
Yeah.
Because they're doing something because you feel they should be doing something else with their money.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yep.
Let's give more money to
It's none of
the.
their fucking business.
Let's give
what I
more
do.
free money to the crack whores.
Even if they give nothing to any organization whatsoever and they still want the space, it's none of their fucking business. The people you should be mad at is our government. That's where it goes. It's not up to individuals, regardless of how much money they make, to solve the world's problems.
How they can solve this PR problem is to take a crack whore on the next flight. I think.
For what reason?
Just to say that we're equal opportunity flyers. Cribs is back on MTV August 11th. I'm excited about this. This was one of my favorite shows on MTV.
I like it. I just don't know some of the people. I don't really care how you live, but some of them very interesting.
Cribs is coming back on MTV 20 years after it first debuted. Some of the people that they're going to feature on the new show, Ashley Simpson and Evan Ross. You know, Evan Ross is Diana Ross's son. Yeah. Love him. Love both of them. Johnny Weir. He's the super gay skater.
I can only imagine what his house looks like.
That actually could be a fun episode.
It probably looks like a super gay skater's house. Kathy Griffin, who I know has a really cool mansion.
But we've actually
somewhere.
seen her house. Or unless she's moved since she's been...
I think she's moved since her reality show, yeah.
Is her mom still alive?
No, she did pass.
I thought so. Okay.
Martha Stewart, of course, we've seen her house.
Yeah.
Says Snooki. You want to see where Snooki lives?
I think that'd be real because, like, remember? Did you ever watch Redman when he came up and like he went to the doorbell and he had like kind of put it back together so you could ring the doorbell? I want to see something real like that. I don't want to see open the fridge. You've got all your Gatorades lined up, your Cokes and blah 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 in your actual fridge. I'm like,
so the Snooki one could actually be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't think she lives too far above what we do.
Excited about The Walking Dead coming back for its final 11th season. This is going to be the final season of Walking Dead. It's coming back on August 22nd. August 22nd on AMC, and then it's going to be for people who have AMC Plus. You can watch on a week earlier on August 15th. The first part of the season, because they like to split their seasons into two parts. The first part's going to be 8 episodes starting at the end of August. I watched the trailer, and I will put this up on Facebook today for you guys to see. It looks pretty intense to me.
I have been reading that
what
the
is
rumors
intense about Walking Dead?
This is supposed to be...
It's just die already.
Have you followed the story?
I watched the beginning and I was like, I can't.
No, it's not for you.
No, it's not for me.
Yeah. So it's
There's certain things that weren't for me. What's the other one where people were on an island somewhere lost? I couldn't do that either.
I hated
Those
that
are certain ones I just can't do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've been a fan of Walking Dead since the beginning. There were a couple bad seasons. I actually thought 9 and 10 were pretty bad. So I have high hopes for 11. I am hoping that they're pulling out all the stops to make this the best one.
The recent ones have not been.
They've been
super great.
They've been really slow.
The ones way before, they've been really slow
as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they're because it's like they knew where the beginning was. So it's like, we gotta slow this shit down. We gotta slow it down.
Also did a lot of single issue shows, like single character shows.
And I hate those, man. I hate those so much. And they do it so much.
They do it too much.
Way too much. And I don't need a backstory.
But the comic books did the same thing. So they're just kind of following the comics. Anyway, the trailer for the season 11 does look good. I just hope that the series actually lives up to the trailer. We'll find out.
Well, this will be the time that we find out if Rick actually makes an appearance. And if I believe what I think is going to happen is that he will.
I think he has to
and it's
kick off his movies.
Right? It's going to be in the last second or very last episode.
The last frame.
And then it's going to move on to the movie.
Yeah, because there's going to be a couple of Rick movies.
Because he wasn't killed. He was
Jacqueline's
taken away.
No
he was taken away alive. So this is fun for me. He's got to be there.
The audience knows he's alive, but the characters on the show don't know he's alive.
No,
they assume he's dead.
Right.
Yeah. So that's kind of fun. Maybe when we're watching the final season of Walking Dead, we can smoke some purple Urkel.
Not you. It's not Urkel. It's Urkel.
What did I say?
Urkel?
Urkel.
Like a yarmulke? It's purple Urkel.
Purple,
like Steve Urkel.
Steve Urkel.
He's not Jewish.
Purple Urkel. How do you say it?
Oh no,
Urkel.
Urkel.
It's Urkel.
You
but
are
your-
irking my
Urkel.
nerves by
But your
saying
way-
Urkel.
But your way is so much better.
All right, so Purple Urkel is coming. It's a marijuana line brought to you by
Oh shit.
Jaleel White, who played
Steve Urkel.
Steve Urkel on Family Matters back in the 90s and early 2000s. This was must-see Friday night TV, right?
It was TGIF.
TGIF.
Not Must See Friday.
Must-see,
Thank
must-see
God
TV.
it's Friday.
Yeah, Must-see TV was Thursday on NBC. This was a different channel. Anyway, he has teamed up with Snoop Dogg, who's Martha Stewart's best friend, if you don't know him. They did a commercial together for this new Purple Urkel
Yeah, there you go.
marijuana line. There's also a Stefan strain, which is available, which was Urkel's alter ego on the show.
Yes.
I need you to try this so that you can say this again. And I
Right.
No,
see how it
no.
goes.
'Cause I have been there with him. I am not willing to be there again. I'm not holding hands or babysitting.
I think it's
And have
funny.
you running around this fucking neighborhood with your pants
I
down.
think
like,
it's
Oh,
so.
I don't know where my house is.
I think it's so funny.
No.
Anyway, I
Better
thought
than the catwalk.
of all people in the world, Jaleel White with his own marijuana.
I
line.
actually think this is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This is a lot of fun. This is cool because there's always been. I thought there always was a Purple Urkel.
There may have been, but now it's literally a Purple Urkel.
I mean, I
Probably.
don't know. I'm not a connoisseur of
Neither am I. I
pot.
have no idea.
Yeah.
I've done it. I'm not a big fan, but I don't know. We'll
I
see.
haven't done it in years.
But I like that he's doing it. I think this is a lot of fun.
I love this piece of information that came out the other day. I think it's really friggin' funny. So, The Office star, Jenna Fisher, who played Pam on The Office, she was the receptionist that sat at the front desk. She apparently lost a role in Matt LeBlanc's Man with a Plan, which ran for several seasons. I thought it was a cute show. She was supposed to be on the pilot. She was on the pilot, but then focus group said, wait a second, Pam wouldn't marry Joey.
But did she play Pam on?
No. The whole idea was that Pam wouldn't marry Joey. He wasn't playing Joey. She wasn't playing Pam. But everyone in America was so ingrained in their head that Matt LeBlanc was Joey from Friends
Right.
and that Jenna Fisher was Pam from The Office, that when they saw them in this new sitcom together, they were
Couldn't
like,
separate them.
Pam wouldn't marry Joey.
Yeah.
Got
Isn't that
it.
funny?
It
So-
makes sense though because those are two strong sitcoms that will
Iconic.
carry a long time
Yeah.
in America, and I totally get that.
Right.
It feels it's sad for Pam,
And
but
it's
I
sad
get
for
it.
it's
Yeah.
sad for Matt LeBlanc that is always going to be Joey, right? Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
There's gotta be more than Joey and Pam who
Yeah.
are also like that typecast. Is that what you call it?
you're
right?
typecast. That's exactly
Right.
right. Yeah.
There's a lot of people like that. Like Jaleel White will never not be Urkel.
Right.
True.
He's always going to be Urkel.
Which is, we just listened to a very interesting story from Esquire magazine about the guy from Ted Lasso,
Yes, Jason Sudeikis.
who he was worried about being typecast as the uppity white guy, right? Privileged white guy.
Right.
So he totally switched gears and created this Ted Lasso character to kind of break that cycle.
And it worked.
And did work, and now everyone loves it, and it's a great show, which we still haven't seen. But
Right. Just like that guy who was on Fresh Prince.
Will Smith,
Carlton.
Carlton. Like what's his name? Like he's
I
on
don't know his
America's
real
Funniest Home
name.
Videos.
Yeah.
And he gets asked that all the time. Like I follow him on Instagram and he's
Yeah.
constantly
Do
like
the
being in
dance.
public. He's like, can you do the dance? Like he's never going to live that down.
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
I think that's a curse. That's not a blessing.
Yeah,
It depends. If you're making money on it, it's a
He
blessing.
ain't making no money. No, not on that.
Well, because with his dance, he wanted to trademark that. They said no.
He did. And
Yeah.
he tried to sue a video game maker,
Yep.
Fortnite,
Yep.
because they had created one of their characters to do that dance. And he sued, and I believe he lost.
Yep.
Yes.
I love this that Cher posted this past week on Instagram or Twitter. I don't know. I think she's mostly a Twitter person. She said, "When Britney is finally free, I'm taking her on a Saint Tropez vacation, and we'll eat ice cream to our heart's content." I think it's nice that someone like Cher is getting behind the Free Britney movement.
Can she not go anywhere? She just can't spend her money, right? Why can't she go on vacation now? And just
She
vacation.
can go on vacation, but she has to take a a person, a guardian with her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's watched 24/7.
She take her
But
sister.
Britney seems crazier than ever. If you've seen her posts lately, the last couple of weeks, she's posted some really ridiculous, crazy shit, including completely naked pictures on Instagram, which I'm sure got flagged. But she's kind of, maybe she should be watched by someone. I don't know. But
my thing about Britney is, yes, I don't think Britney is all there. She doesn't have it all together, but she doesn't need her father, who is only in it for the money.
Her father needs to go.
He has made no steps whatsoever to get any kind of medical, psychiatric. There's no attempts to make her better. He's only in it for the money.
Yeah.
Amanda Bynes. Didn't she go crazy?
Oh,
She's not on something like this.
She went legit crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like, I remember I mentioned this a long time ago when we talked about Britney. It's like there are other people, crazy people out there. They're not on anything like this.
Yeah. Well, someone went for it and said that, look, she's not all together and she needs this, and the judge granted it.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Just Amanda Bynes no one ever went that far.
All right. I want to skip down to the Olympics. The Olympics are just kicked off this past Friday on NBC and all of their streaming and cable companies. And I put a post up on Facebook today to our Swish Edition listeners and also to my personal friends about whether or not they're watching this year. And it turns out that they're not. A lot of them are not. And this is the lowest rating Olympics for NBC of all time. And the numbers are a little bit better on streaming, but people are not watching it like they have in the past.
I feel like in the past when they were announcing it, it was like, it was bigger. They were like, I felt like the network was like, oh, watch it. Come on, it's going to be amazing. Where I felt like they were just like, oh, guess what? Sometime Thursday coming up or whatever day it is, it might show. And we were like, what time is it? Is it going to come on at this time or that time?
I have an explanation of why this is happening. There are so many things to watch, and Dale and I know this. There's HBO Max, there's Peacock, there's so many things coming at you from every direction. People aren't watching broadcast TV. There might be a huge population out there that don't even know that the fucking Olympics are happening. They're not watching this shit. They're watching whatever they want. There's so many things to watch. Not back in the days like when I was watching Olympics when I was 12 years old, watching when we only had 3 networks. Everyone watched the Olympics back then, but nowadays there's so much to watch. Why would you watch the fucking Olympics? Especially since it's in Tokyo, where it's 13-hour time difference. So when you're watching the stuff in the evening, when most people watch it, it's all tape delay. And Dale was telling us scores before it even happened. So,
because our news, American news, is reporting results that have happened in real time, but before we've even seen it.
12 hours before.
I knew the men lost against Italy in basketball many
before it
hours
even showed, exactly.
before it even showed here.
But it's the same thing as the USA women's soccer.
Right.
But they're also competing against social media. So it's a who's coming out first kind of thing.
I think people aren't just watching other stuff. People were like, I need to get out of my house.
Pandemic is
I'm
just
not
recently
watching
lifted.
TV anymore. I'm going out. I don't care about the Olympics. I want to be out. I want to party. I want to be in Vegas with my family.
Right, exactly.
Well, I want to go to Vegas, and if I was in Vegas right now, I certainly would not be watching the Olympics. So.
Yeah.
We might check into a little bit of it, maybe some diving.
I think it's fun to check in.
I've already watched some.
You got to root for the home team, right? And I am not a sports fan by any means.
Soccer for sure. I've been watching.
Yeah, that is cool. All right, we're done. I had a lot more on here, but we ranted and raved too long. Don't forget to listen to the Binge Bum podcast this Friday. It's all about streaming video. We've got actually some great things to talk about. Things that we've watched, like Gunpowder Milkshake.
No gun smoke. But I will say, we spent a week in Las Vegas, and I was way behind on my news.
Yeah.
But man, have I caught up.
There's a lot.
Last night and today, there's a lot. So I think it's going to be a good episode coming up this Friday.
So join us Friday, and we'll be back next Tuesday.
Thanks for having me.
Jacqueline, thanks for coming. We appreciate it. All right, we're going to go
drink some more
and try to find a crack whore.
Oh, wow.
Huge
thing that I mean,